by the sign of the Holy Cross, from our enemies deliver us, O Lord our God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Hello, I'm Father John Mary Foster, the Mission of Divine Mercy, and we have another message today which is entitled, Be on Guard, Remain with Me. It's a message from God the Father that Sister Marpola received in Spanish on May 16, 2025. And as usual, the footnotes are not dictated by God, they're added by Sister. Children of my heart, listen. Your Father speaks. Your God thunders. Truth descends to give you light. Silence, children. The more violent the storm becomes, the more you must make silence in order to be able to listen. And the more the storm appears to lessen, the more you must be on guard and in silence, attentive to me. On guard, children. I have said it to you before, and I repeat it to you now. Be on guard. Be on guard. Be on guard. The battle has not ended. The hatred against me has not ceased. The blasphemies have not ceased to be uttered. The heresies have not ceased to be pronounced. On guard. Consider, children, can the branches that, by their own will and with an intent to destroy the tree, have separated themselves from the trunk, produce any fruit? For a time they will have the appearance of life, but the sap, my sap, truth, no longer runs through them, and they are incapable of producing fruit. And being torn from the trunk, being separated from the sap, they leave wounds that can quickly become infected. 3 times accursed are the branches that, appearing to still be connected to the tree, no longer have any sap, but rather allow the poison of Satan to nourish them and produce fruits that have the appearance of being good, but are deadly. How many of my children have been poisoned in this way? And I do not forget this. Do you understand, children, what I am saying to you? The trunk is my church, the main branches, the hierarchy, the minor branches, my priest, the leaves, my children. The trunk carries my truth to the branches, and the branches to the leaves. But when the main branches separate themselves from the trunk, with what do they nourish the minor branches and the leaves? Some, not having any more sap, simply dry out. They die, and they cause the leaves to die, and the integrity of the tree is diminished. But other branches, children, receive grafts from Satan, and he fills them with poison, and the branch continues for a time to give the appearance of life, but is entirely corrupt, and causes the tree a much greater damage. For just as the infections in your bodies spread from part to part, so it is in my tree. When my sap, my truth, is rejected, the poison of Satan enters in. Children, the pruning is coming soon, in which all the dry and corrupt branches will be cut down. Children, what we have announced and warned will take place. Do not be deceived. Be on guard. My tree will need to be cut down to the root. Down to the root, children, because there's nothing sound in it anymore. How many plagues, how many storms, how many satanic grafts, how many attacks has my blessed tree received, set in place to give shelter, nourishment, medicine. I have said to you, and I repeat it, the chairs of my apostles have, in their majority, been usurped. Do not be deceived. The usurpation only engenders usurpation, children. With the exception of a few, and how few, the present hierarchy is no longer mine. They belong to themselves. They belong to their fears. They belong to Satan. I know, I see all children. Do not forget this, what is evident and what is hidden. No one can deceive me. And I say to you, my church on earth has been usurped in its hierarchy. The poison that Satan has introduced in 1,001 ways throughout the centuries has given its fruit. He thinks he has accomplished his victory, in appearance destroying the mystical body of my Jesus, as he tried to destroy the physical body of my Jesus on the cross. Do not be deceived. Do not remain in the hosannas. Remember all that we have said to you. You have so soon forgotten it. Do not forget what came after the apparent victory of the entry into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. Remember, children, what happened but a few hours later. On guard. What is written, what has been announced from of old, will take place. I have said to you, I will purify my church. I will restore it. Only I can do so. Do not look for vain hopes and human victories that do not come from me. With how little tinsel you become distracted. With how few words you are confused and forget my words that come forth from my heart out of love for you. Children, you are under attack. My church is under the most vicious, the most subtle, the cruelest attack of Satan and his servants. This attack is about to reach its peak. And what you see as victory and hope is but the eye of the hurricane. Do you understand? That is why I say to you, on guard, at attention. Do not become distracted. Do not separate your gaze from mine. Do not give ear to anything but my words. My army that I gather from the ends of the world, that I gather with such pain, that I gather after having prepared you in secret with innumerable trials. Be on guard. See with my eyes. Do not let yourselves be deceived. I remind you, the closer a lie is to the truth, the more dangerous and harmful it is. My children, I love you. I have gathered you in my heart so that with me you participate, cooperate in the restoration of all that is created. Remain then with me in the awaiting of my action, seeing as I see, knowing that everything is in my hands, without fear or anxiety, in the security that you are mine. Remain with me. I take you up on the high rock so that you can see what is taking place around you the way I see it, so that you can understand what is truly taking place, so that you may be ready for battle, so that you may be outside of the smoke with which Satan has filled everything, creating confusion, fear, treason. Remain with me. Remember that I am. There is no other. Remember that I am your Father who loves you. I understand each one of your doubts, each one of your anxieties and fears. And that is why I say to you, remain with me in my truth, in my light, in my love. I must prune the tree of my church down to the root. And that is why I take you to the root. That is why I remind you of what is essential, the root, my will. I am God, all-powerful, everlasting, creator of all that is. The loving Father of my children, ransomed by the most perfect and most holy offering of my beloved Son, your King and Lord, your Master, your Redeemer, your Jesus. From his pierced heart on the cross, the church came forth to give shelter, nourishment, and health to all of my children, to be a light in the darkness of this world, dominated by the hatred of Satan. All that I have done is out of love for you, that you might return to me and remain at my side for all eternity. This is what I want. This is the foundation for all of my actions, of all that I do and allow. Your Father loves you. Let this truth be engraved in you. It is the main root, the holy sap that gives life to all. Let this truth cast out all fear, all anxiety, vain questionings, the bonds with sin, your own pride. This truth is summed up in one person, in my Jesus. Contemplate his face, contemplate his wounds, contemplate his heart, contemplate his words, contemplate his love and obedience to me. Contemplate his death, contemplate his resurrection, contemplate his living presence among you. Children, contemplate this truth, pure, holy, and immaculate. Let his gaze fill you. Let his blood cover you. Let his light illuminate you. Unite your wounds to his. Place his name in your hearts and minds as a shield. Do not cease to gaze on him, to love him, and you will not cease to gaze on me. Children, I have warned you. I have told you how I see. Be at peace. The storm has not ended. The purification has not taken place. The traitors remain in their chairs. Their lies remain. Their blasphemies have not ceased. Remain with me. Wait on guard. And here, Sister, she says she perceives what follows is a prayer of liberation. Eternal Father, grant us your light to see how you see, through all deceit, curse, confusion. May your light cast out all darkness and allow us to see what you see. Grant us peace in the midst of the storm. May your will be done in us. Strengthen us for the battle and cast out of us all spirits of fear and pride. We are your army. We trust in you. So that's the prayer. And then the message continues. My children, do not be discouraged or despair. I understand. Give me your senses, your feelings, thoughts, and memories. Give me all your desires, weaknesses, fears. Give me everything. Place everything under my authority, under the truth, under my will. Submit everything to my will, so that the smoke of confusion may not daze you. Be attentive, be on guard. Remain with me and do not fear. I tell you what you need to know, the root, what is essential. Do not fear. I am your Father who loves you. I am your all-powerful God. Trust me. Everything is in my hands. My blessing descends upon you, my army. I love you, your Abba, he who is, who was, and who is to come, the Lord and Master of all that is, within time and outside of time. So Sister thought that was the end. And she writes, I was about to leave the chapel after having finished receiving the previous writing, and I had already gotten up when our Blessed Mother said the following. Right, daughter, my little children, your mother sees the anguish of your heart. What does this election mean? Is it valid? Are there not good signs? Is this an answer to our prayers? What of so many prophecies? Were they false? And how many more questions churn in your hearts? Children, be at peace. Make silence. Await the action of our God. We have said to you that we have a plan. We have said to you that this plan advances without stopping. We have announced to you the beginning of the reconquest, the opening of this phase of our plan. Wait. Be attentive. Do not let yourselves be deceived by appearances, nor by false words. Can the wolves give birth to a lamb? No. Children, in the face of the reigning confusion, in the face of the events that seem so contradictory, hopeful, terrifying, do not lose peace. Come and take refuge in my heart. The newly born church took refuge in my heart after the death of my Jesus. In my heart, faith was preserved. In my heart, pierced by so many lances, hope was preserved, and the truth was preserved, the truth that few at that moment were able to receive and accept, that Jesus had to die in order to rise on the third day, opening the gates of heaven to the children of God with his blood. Today, too, children, you must take refuge in my heart, as everything crumbles down, as the church dies in the expectation of being purified and renewed. In my heart is faith, hope, and the truth. Here you can breathe pure air after the fetid smoke of Satan. Here you can see with clarity after the darkness of the confusion that reigns in the world at this time. Here you can be in silence and listen to the voice of the Father after the deafening noise of the enemy's lies. Come again and again to this refuge that is given to you. Do not be afraid. Come. In my heart you can pray, adore, and be strengthened for the battle. Yes, the battle is just beginning, children. Be attentive. Do not let yourselves be guided by your feelings, nor by the false words of so many. He who has ears, let him hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. What the Spirit says to his children. Be attentive, on guard. My little ones, pray with me for all the children of God. Pray especially for my priest sons, for my faithful ones that they continue in their fidelity, for my weak ones that they may receive fortitude, for my fearful ones that they may receive courage, for my rationalizing ones that they may receive the divine light without the imperfect filter of their reason. My beloved priest, how necessary you are in this hour. I need you. I bless you with all my maternal love. Do not leave my side. Help my little ones, the ones most attacked by Satan. If you do not help them, then who? Carry within yourselves my love, my words, my purity, and my love for my Jesus. Walk without fear. The time of timidity and fear has ended. This is the hour of the brave, children. This is the hour of those who love Jesus. My little ones, I love you. Your heavenly Mother blesses you. Be at peace. Be attentive. Be on guard, children. Mary, most holy, your Mother and Queen of the angels of God.